Hello, sacred souls. It's Susanna from Alamanic Shaman. What I have here for us tonight is actually two things. The first one, I'm going to walk over here, is what I had initially intended, and I didn't get a chance yesterday, to bury the chicken feet, and I actually also added the little pieces of tripe in the Tupperware. Don't worry, I won't bury the Tupperware. And then I was guided today since, well, actually, strictly speaking, last night because, well, tonight, but since it's past midnight, it's no longer 11:11 for me, but it's still the same night, right? So it's the night of 11:11. So I was guided that for the 11:11 portal, I should do a fire ceremony. So I'm actually gonna bury this stuff here, and see, I dug just a little hole here, and then I can bury it easily and simply move over here and do the little fire ceremony. And I'm gonna step back here to kind of zoom out. Oh, sorry, I don't want to get the other stuff in there. But so basically I found a small dead tree, right? So you can see the roots are here, and here goes the tree, or at least like the bigger parts, the bigger branches. So that shall represent our old 3D life, like the perception, the consciousness of it, and the old way of thinking in polarity and duality. And that shall be represented by the back scratcher that I have right here. So, and it is a wooden one. So this basically represents the old mentality of, if I scratch your back, I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine, right? So this whole way of thinking of, well, I'll do you a favor if you do me one, which is very much in contrast to the new 5D consciousness of unconditional love that includes cooperation, collaboration, and a loving communal way of living together and helping each other. So unconditional love is given freely and unconditionally, whereas the old way of I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine is basically a representation of the conditions, right? So I'll only do this, I'll only help you if you help me, right? And vice versa. And for that, I have this roll of toilet paper again. You already know this. So we're gonna close the portal to the old way of thinking and feeling and the old consciousness. And then I have just this small little paper cup to represent our minds and our hearts being open. So having an open, empty cup to be filled by our spirit guides, by the divine, with 5D wisdom, with 5D consciousness, to help us fully in our healing and ascension process. Now, since I hadn't planned on doing a fire ceremony, I didn't bring my fire making bag. I did have some oil with me to help me make the fire. I usually have some in the car. But for the musical instruments, I have to improvise a little bit. So as a rattle, I'm going to use the multivitamins, and I can see this one works better if I can hold it, but it still works like this. So I may or may not use the water bottle or the tea bottle actually. Sort of as a bell in a sense, right? So we'll see how I'm guided there, but the important thing is burying the chicken feet to complete that toxic black magic or dark magic stuff that was sent our way. And this is really closing a dark cycle that was sent our way on Halloween. So like it's been actually, yeah, it's been almost 2 weeks now. And I have pink Himalayan salt here, which reminds me of the Dalai Lama being see, and again it says like heavenly spices, right? So that's a reincarnation of a divine being, right? So divinity, and that shall go right in there. I'm gonna put the regular salt right on top, but I'm also guided to, I actually happen to have some cayenne pepper with me in my bag, so that shall strengthen the protection. And I'm feeling guided actually to put that on top, right at the top here. And this also doubles to keep animals away, because I think the cayenne pepper throws... Oh, thank you, yes. The cayenne pepper throws off their sense of smell, so they won't necessarily smell what's underneath there and dig it up, right? So, here is the stuff. See, the 2 raw chicken feet that I had trouble actually fully cutting with the axe that was quite dull, because I had hit stones and stuff a bunch of times. But then the cooked ones that I successfully severed to break that black magic, and then the tripe in here to help us digest whatever comes our way, and to help us digest and excrete, to flush out any and all of the remaining remnants of this black magic that was, or dark magic. Somehow I feel it should really be dark magic. Anyhow, that was sent our way. So let's smudge, and in the meantime I got the fire going right before the ceremony, so it's still going quite nicely. So please cleanse, clear, and renew all of our energies, and reconnect us and reactivate within us the pure divinity, our connection to the divine, and that is within us and all around us. And let it transmute any and all darker, lower, and denser energies that are within us and in our energy field. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations. Oh, smoky. Oof. Whew. Okay. So, dear Creator, higher power, source, and soul energy, our higher selves, our higher spirit guides of the light, our ancestors that are in the light, dear Mother Earth, powers of all 4 directions, powers of the east, powers of the south, powers of the west, powers of the north, powers of all 4 elements, air, earth, fire, and water. Oh, wait a minute, I usually show that. Air, or here in the smoke, earth, fire, and water. Please, and all other benevolent powers, forces, spirits, and beings of the universe that are of the light, please join the ceremony and assist the healings, prayers, and protection with all of your powers. Thank you. Please close the circle of protection around us. Thank you. I want to give I want to express my deep, deep gratitude for being guided to do this fire ceremony tonight. The days have just been going by so quickly that sometimes it's easy to lose track of time, which is actually a very good sign in our ascension process, because time there is different in 5D, right? So thank you for the reminder about 11:11, and thank you for letting today be the perfect day to bury the chicken feet representing the dark magic that was sent our way, that was done by using chicken feet, and the tribe, so that we may stomach and digest and excrete and flush out any and all remaining remnants of that darkness that had been sent our way. Let it now and forever be buried. Hold on one moment. Oh yeah, the charcoal on there is actually a good idea too. Okay, so here we are. Moment, I didn't open it. And let those be fully and completely neutralized with and buried by the Tibetan salt, Himalayan salt, and Tibet is in the Himalayas. Okay, that shall be fully covered. Here's another little piece. One moment. Okay, I got it all. Oh, wait, no, there's a bit more here. Okay, all right. We need a little more here. All right, well, that's pretty good. All right, that's good. Fully covered. Oh, yeah, I feel like charcoal needs to go on there as well. Charcoal. Thank you. So I learned in a sweat lodge that charcoal was sometimes eaten and ingested and chewed on, not just for dental purposes, but also for purifying and getting rid of toxicity and like basically poisoning as well, right? So it can be used for all of that. And that shall fully help neutralize the toxicity of that dark magic that comes from lack of self-love, lack of love, it comes from hate, envy, jealousy, anger, which is all a lack of love. So let all of that be buried, neutralized, and banished from our lives now and forever, throughout all of time and space, throughout all lifetimes, timelines, parallel and alternate realms, realities, multi and universes, and any and all other aspects, ooh, wow, all of it, that affect, or most of it, that's good enough, and all other aspects that affect us in this lifetime and moving forward. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations. Wow. Whew. Whoa. Okay. Just give me a quick moment. I'm just going to grab my stuff from this side here and bring it to the front. Oh. Thank you, spirits. Oh, wow. Oh. Whoops, not quite. Okay, that's not working so well. Sorry, never mind. Be gone! Woo! Oh, and a stick right on there. Okay, what I just did there was kind of, it's almost like a gravestone. Okay, so I was guided to, that I needed to put that stick in there, and it just so happened to break. And this one, it just kind of needs to lean against it, but see how it also forms a pitchfork, again representing the dark energy, so they're buried here. So that's it, and so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations. Whew. And if we want a more permanent gravestone, here's a little shard. It's like clay, some kind of clay. And we can put that there. Okay, that's it. It's buried. Whew. Wow. Ho, ho, ho. And with that, let the old way of forcing others to help or coaxing them into it or any of those ways where you know you're only gonna get help if you give them help as well, and so on. This whole old way of conditional love, conditional affection, conditional friendships, anything conditional shall be put in the fire. That is part of the old matrix system that we're leaving behind. It shall be transmuted into pure divine love light energy and be returned to source for reintegration. Any and all portals off that old toxic conditional 3D love energy and all that hurt, pain, suffering, and trauma, all that portal to those old energies shall be closed and also be put in the fire to be sent off. And oof, by putting this old 3D energy representing small dead tree in the fire, we are letting go of the old so that we're ready, able, and willing to be open to the new. And let the fire be our portal to the new 5D consciousness. Great Spirit of the fire, through your help and transmutation, we ask that you fully infuse us with your transformative energies, that you help us transmute all these old toxic energies of conditional thinking and feeling, conditional love, conditional friendships, and so on. Let it, thank you. Send a fire tornado of healing, protection, and transmutation through our whole system. And let us be healed physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, energetically, karmically. Let all the trauma from our energy body be transmuted and healed. And let all this healing be applied throughout all of time and space. Oh, here we go. Now it's happening. Throughout all of time and space, throughout all lifetimes, timelines, parallel and alternate realms, realities, multi and universes, and any and all other aspects that affect us in this lifetime and moving forward. And so it is. Thank you. Dankeschön. All my relations. Ooh. Oh. The smoke is getting into my eyes again. But I feel that I need to put a little bit of the rubbing alcohol, or actually isopropyl alcohol, into the fire to help speed up this process. Whew, look at that. Oh yeah. Whew. And let that old conditional tree of life, thank you. Let the old conditional tree of life be burnt into two parts, burnt apart. Let it be broken. Okay. Let it be broken by severing it. Okay. Through the fire. And making room for the new growth in our lives. Whew. And so it is. Thank you. Dankeschön. All my relations. Okay, what just popped into my head too was how when I was a kid, my grandfather often imitated a bear. Like he kind of walked like a bear and made the bear sound when he passed me in the hallway. And I remember really liking it. And that just came to me. So the spirit of the bear is actually the healer of the animal kingdom. So the spirit of the bear is coming through to help us with this healing to help us let go of all these old 3D wounds, to fill us with this deep wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of how all of that was necessary for our growth, so that we can ascend into 5D now. But it is time now to lift off and drop the burdens that we've been carrying around with us. All that old emotional stuff that we've been holding on to, it's time to let it go. All of our parents, grandparents, and any other relatives that were abusive, that were mean, horrible, and that we suffered under, they were just extremely damaged. And that was all important and necessary so that we could get to this point now. So all of our ancestors are with us, and they're so proud of us, because everyone in our past has helped us and pushed things a little further along so that we can finally be here and bring it to the next level. And what also just came was Ave Maria. Sorry, I don't remember a lot of the church songs. But the Ave Maria part was the important part, that even those religious figures that were then portrayed in a way that suited the church, but that Maria was actually a very pure being who embodied a lot of light, and she is here too to help us. Oh. Okay, a little bit more fuel for the fire. So it may actually take more than this one fire, because this tree is actually, the diameter of this tree is a lot thicker than what I think the current fire is able to burn through before I need to leave in a bit. But it will be burned, and I will be back here. The important thing is that it is in the fire and it will get burned. And this is a process. Thank you. Thank you. This is a process that also requires patience, and many of us still have to work a little bit on that. So it's okay. It's okay. Bit by bit, we're getting there. Wow. Okay. I actually wanted to quickly, before wrapping, oh, and here comes the voice again. Please also give us a healing for our throat chakra so that we may let go of any restrictions, limitations, and blockages that are still limiting us in fully and freely expressing our truth, which comes from many lifetimes of being persecuted as well, since many of us were healers and practitioners of the arts, and we still need to heal from the witch wound, which happens I keep saying which, bit by bit. Many of us have already done some ceremonies for that, and since that's a very deep wound, it will probably require a bit more, but that's okay. We're just gonna chip away at it, and each time it's gonna get better and better until we're finally clear of that. We're also doing a lot of healing work for the collective, and not just for our ascending collective, but even for all of humanity. So many of us, we have taken on a much bigger task, and we are surrogates for a lot of those energies as well to heal, which makes it really difficult at times. However, it's important for us in those moments when we're having a bit of a hard time to remember that we have all the power to transmute those energies and release them. And that's the struggle of the witch wound, that many of us are not completely and 100% ready to fully and completely 100% embrace our powers. It's like there's a part of us that is still too wounded and traumatized to fully come out in the open and, stand strong in our truth. So with this 1111 portal, please help us step into our power. Help us stand strong and proud in our truth, and help us now attract our soul family into our lives. Bring the right people into our lives so that we can grow in our role and have the support that we need, and also give the support that they need, so that we can help each other in a free giving way where there are no expectations that the other one has to help, like in the old way, but in the new way, we freely and wholeheartedly support each other. And so it is. Thank you. Dankeschön, all my relations. Oh, okay. I feel that's it for today. Oh wow, the glowing red of the charcoal and the ashes down there is just so beautiful. Oh, Now our voice is open. All right. Whew. Oh, that was awesome. Whew. All right, if anybody would like to stay in these energies a bit longer, please pause the video. For the rest of us, let the ceremony now be finished, and I would like to express on all of our behalf our deepest love, thanks, gratitude, and blessings to our divine team, to our spirit team. Please open the circle of protection around us, but keep us strongly safe, shielded, and protected. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations, all our relations. Oh, wow. Whew. Okay, let the ceremony now be finished, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, for being a part of the ceremony, and for being on your own healing and ascension journey, and for being a part of the Alamatic shaman mini tribe that is slowly forming. And my apologies that I'm still going through enough of my own healing that I'm not able quite yet to offer more of a community. I have the intention of having my own website in the future, and then also offering healing sessions like private one-on-ones. And I'll have to figure out how we can find a way to connect more directly where everyone can have a community. Maybe there will be a Zoom call or something, but I'm still working on my own healing so that I can be in a really good place to be there for you. So for the time being, just thank you so much for being here and for supporting me as well. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And I'm also sending you tons of love, light, and blessings. Be well until next time, and I wish you great abundance. Bye.